Hey, how's it going, lads? Welcome back to another Assassin's Creed Valhalla video. So today we have something really amazing regarding the PlayStation 5 version of Assassin's Creed Valhalla, as well as the Xbox Series X, which is the next gen version of this game. Now this is coming directly from both the Amazon's US as well as UK. So these both retailers have now announced when we will be getting Assassin's Creed Valhalla completely released on the next gen consoles, both on the PS5 as well as on the Xbox Series X. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the Amazon sales page here, where you can see it basically says Assassin's Creed Valhalla PlayStation 5 Standard Edition. Now this is from the United States Amazon website here, which basically says the game will cost $60, and they've just basically added in December 31st as a placeholder date. Now one thing that's really interesting is that this retailer from the Amazon US has revealed how the backward compatibility feature is going to be working on the PlayStation 5. So here, if you go down all the way towards the product description section here, so you can basically see it says upgrade to PlayStation 5 version, Assassin's Creed Valhalla PlayStation 4 game on Blu-ray disc must be kept inserted in a PlayStation 5 console to play the corresponding Assassin's Creed Valhalla PlayStation 5 digital version at no additional cost. So it seems like you'll basically need a PlayStation 4 disc in order to be able to play on the PlayStation 5. You also get a PlayStation 5 disc, as you can see from one of these images here, which basically says the game is going to be available on the PlayStation 5. Now, even if you have a PlayStation 4 disc, you will have to download the game on your PlayStation 5 by inserting your PlayStation 4 disc into the PlayStation 5's Blu-ray disc player. Now, after you inserted that, your PlayStation 5 will basically recognize the license of the game, and you will now have to download a digital version of the game at no additional cost. So you're going to be getting the PS5 version of Assassin's Creed Valhalla for absolutely free, even if you own the game on the PlayStation 4. So that is basically how PlayStation 5's backward compatibility is going to work, according to what this Amazon retailer has said here. Now let's go ahead and read further and see what this retailer has to say. The PlayStation 5 digital version had no additional cost when available. Now requires a PlayStation 5, the game Blu-ray disc, a PlayStation Network registration. Additional storage may also incur bandwidth usage fees. Now, he basically states that you will actually need a broadband internet connection in order to play this game, and also a PlayStation Network registration, which basically means you need a PlayStation Plus subscription. Now, the reason why I believe you need a PlayStation Plus subscription is because in Assassin's Creed Valhalla, you can basically create your own Joms Viking character, who's like this mercenary character that players can create on your own, and you can share your mercenary character with other friends or any other online players around the world. So they will be able to use your player, which you have created personally inside your game, and when other players use your player, then you will basically get rewarded for that, like probably some cosmetic items or even some weapons or whatever stuff in the game. Okay, you're basically going to get rewarded, and that's a really cool new feature that Assassin's Creed Valhalla is going to be coming with. Now here, it seems like you will actually need a bandwidth in order to get that particular feature enabled in the game, and you'll also be needing an additional PlayStation Plus membership. So I'm guessing that if you don't have a PlayStation Plus, then you will only be able to play the offline version of the game, which does not include sharing your personal character with other players. Now, of course, that's not going to be a very huge problem, because I don't think a lot of you guys are going to utilize that feature most of the time, but still, it is just a little bit of an add-on which you will be able to use. Now this is not coming from the official Ubisoft source, of course, so remember that it's coming from Amazon retailers, and it seems like retailers these days have a lot of information which is not yet revealed. And one of the best example is on how one of the retailers basically revealed how Spider-Man is going to be a PlayStation exclusive character for Marvel Avengers, and at the end of the day it seemed that that was entirely true, and Sony came out officially announcing that Spider-Man is indeed a PlayStation exclusive character on Marvel Avengers. Now I'm just gonna have a little bit of a high hopes, believing that this retailer is indeed telling us the truth, and if it is true, then the game is probably going to be coming out at the same day, according to the Amazon UK website, where the retailer basically stated that this item will be released on November 17th 2020, which is exactly when the game is going to be released on the PlayStation 4 as well. Now of course we don't know the release date of both the next gen consoles, which is why Ubisoft hasn't yet announced when their next gen console version of Assassin's Creed Valhalla will be releasing this year, but apparently basically, according to this Amazon UK website, it seems like the game will be releasing on November 17th, the same date on both PlayStation 5 as well as on the Xbox Series X. Now here, there's another very interesting thing that we need to note here, that the retailer here on the Amazon UK has now mentioned that the game is going to be 60 euros on the PlayStation 5 version, and if you just move on to the Xbox Series X version here, it says the game is only 52 euros. So there's a massive change in price there. I don't know why that is. Probably it's because Xbox and Assassin's Creed is having some kind of deal, and maybe they decided to reduce the price of games on Xbox Series X. And if that's the case, then I believe that this would be an absolute win for Xbox Series X if they're trying to sell games for a much cheaper price compared to the PlayStation 5. Now, of course, you have to remember that this is not the official source and this is coming from Amazon sellers, so don't take any of this to official information and just take this to a grain of salt. Now, if you take a look at the Xbox version's cover here, which says limited edition version of Assassin's Creed Valhalla, which is basically going to be including all the DLC, additional digital contents for the game. So this is going to be the same as the Golden Edition, which will be available in PlayStation 4 and Xbox One X versions. Now, one thing that I see is different from the Xbox and the PlayStation 5 version is that Xbox only sells one version of the game. It's going to be just one disc, which will work both on your Xbox One X as well as on Xbox Series X. So when it comes to PlayStation, you have different discs. So they're also going to be selling a PlayStation 5 version separately, also a PlayStation 4 version separately, because PlayStation 5 version of the disc is not going to be working on your PlayStation 4, but your PlayStation 4's disc will be working on your PlayStation 5. So anyone who doesn't own a PlayStation 4 will not have to go buy a PlayStation 4 disc. You can directly buy the PlayStation 5, but on the Xbox you will be able to use the same disc on both the last gen and current gen consoles, which is of course a really cool thing, I guess. And you also get this logo here which says optimized for Xbox Series X, so it's basically going to be working on both One X and Series X. Now also, the Amazon UK retailer has given us some more information about how Xbox Series X backward compatibility is going to be working. Now here, if you go down to the description of the game, it basically states that Assassin's Creed Valhalla has leveraged the smart delivery technology. Buy the game once and play it on either Xbox One or Xbox Series X when both the consoles and the version of Assassin's Creed Valhalla are available. Now you will only have to buy the game once, and you can basically use the one disc on both One as well as Series X. Now this is a great news. This is the first ever news that we have received regarding the next gen versions of the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and I'm super excited to see when Sony or even Microsoft is going to come out and finally reveal the release dates of the game and when we will be able to pre-order the consoles, man, because I'm just waiting, dude. I'm just trying to save up all the money I basically can in order to get both of these consoles, because I'm going to be getting both Xbox Series X as well as PlayStation 5, and I will be comparing Assassin's Creed Valhalla on both the consoles, and I will let you guys know which looks the best, and we'll finally see if the speed wins over the teraflops or the teraflops wins over the SSD speed. So that's how we're going to determine how this game is basically going to be working on the next gen console. Now let me know in the comments down below on which platform are you guys going to be getting Assassin's Creed Valhalla on. Will you be getting the game on the PC version, or will you go for the PS4 or PS5 version, or Xbox One X or Xbox Series X? Let me know all of your thoughts down below in the comments, and I would love to see what your opinions are about this game. With that being said, I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and if you guys want to see more of Assassin's Creed Valhalla videos every single day on my channel, then please go ahead and subscribe, join the army, and make sure you guys go ahead and smack that little bell notification icon on, because that is how YouTube basically sends you guys a notification on when I upload my new videos every single day. With that being said, I hope you guys have a blast of day, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Till then, take care, fams, and goodbye.